home of the New York Mets, Citi Field in Queens. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers going up against the New York Mets. First pitch coming your way next. All right, just about set to go. And on the hill today, Luis Severino.
Great sinker. Although it's not his primary pitch, it's really a pitch that he can go to, misses the barrel of the bat, gets ground balls, and lets the defense work behind him.
Here's a big power threat. Shohei Ohtani.
The designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Here comes a pitch. That misses, and that is ball one. There's a strike. Righty delivers. Ripped on a line. And they get Ohtani for the out. And there's one down. Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with two strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Betts is definitely one of those guys that excels at everything he does, Boog. In terms of baseball, he can do it all. He's won World Series, batting titles, Gold Gloves, and everything else you can think of.
One down, base is empty. Broken bat, and it's popped up. Toss to Alonso. 2 quick outs at the top of the first here tonight.
And you would imagine Severino on that power fastball, you're going to get it there in that count. And Severino just tricked him.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. And there's a foul ball. Yo one. And that one is inside ball one.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's back. And it's gone. A gigantic blast. And just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0.
They put a good swing on it, but the box score might want to credit the win for that home run. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. In there for strike one. Two down, nobody on. Strike two.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And there's a ball.
2 strikes.
And down on strikes he goes. And that is that. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's an early 1-0 lead. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. Our starter in this one, Jack Flaherty.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
We go to the bottom of the first, and the batter will be the shortstop, Francisco Lindor. Swings and misses, and it's 0-1. And the right-hander deals. And that one fouled off. Kicks and fires. Just off the outside corner. Now 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. A wind in the pitch. And that one is lifted in the air. Sizes this one up. And it's caught for the out. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you've got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get 1 pitch. You better not miss it. Well, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Mark Vientos now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. 2 outs, base is empty. And a good eye there. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that.
And the throw to first is there to put an end to the inning.
Pure athleticism on that one. In the air, legs split a bit, and fires across the diamond. He's going to get a lot of high fives in the dugout.
Back here in Queens, second inning set to go. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Gavin Lux. Severino, a former All-Star, 30 years old now. He joined the team as a free agent. And a pitch. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Drilled to right, way back there, and that is gone. That'll fire up the dugout, and they add to their lead. It's 2-0. And up to the plate is Will Smith. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Severino. And ball 1. Assigned to home plate duty is Ricky Holiday.
Boog, and something I've heard players saying about Ricky's strike zone is how he will call the high strike. That could be something that's tough to deal with, especially if you've got a pitcher out there coming at you with high velocity.
Next
Nope,
offering
that's
is down low. 2-1. And that's a strike. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the top of the second. Off the mark there, and the count's full. Hard ground ball, base knock.
Showed some really nice patience in that at-bat. Worked himself into a good count. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
Max Muncy in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
Severino kicks, deals. In for a strike. 0-2 now.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Next pitch is outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Drilled to right, way back there, and that is gone. A massive home run. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add a pair. It's 4-0.
Oh, that one won't stay below the radar. That made a lot of noise. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Tommy Edman at the plate. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
And he deals. Out to short. Lindor tosses to first, and they get Edman for the out.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Miguel Rojas at the plate. On a line, base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Just missed.
Boo, who doesn't love to watch Shohei play baseball? I mean, voters certainly did when they made him the unanimous choice for MVP in the American League in 2023. It was an easy choice. He had that award wrapped up by August.
That one is absolutely belted. Winker drop step going back. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Now batting, right fielder, Mookie Betts.
That's a really nice job right there. Great awareness, making the catch up against the wall. You see the perfect technique, feeling for the wall with the bare hand while keeping his eyes on the baseball as it's coming down, his glove in a good position to make the catch. That's exactly how you do it.
Here's Mookie Betts. This one in the air. Lindor under it. Brings it in. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's Pete Alonso.
The first baseman, Pete Alonso.
And the right-hander back to work. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Fastball for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Not even close there. And the count 1-2. Just missed. And that's in the dirt. And now it's 3-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Right-hander kick steals. Got it by him for the K.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with the high fastball and then carry that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Jesse Winker now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And in one hops the wall. Now he'll turn for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
He was all over that one. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
One down. And next is the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez. First pitch just misses.
Count 1-0.
Man at second.
Ball. 2 balls, no strikes.
And there's the strike. Swings through that one out in front that time.
2-2 count.
Next pitch is outside. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Starling Marte up to hit.
The left fielder, Starling Marte.
And that's in there at the knees.
0-1's the count.
Next offering in there for a strike. That is strike 2.
The baseball's coming out of his hand very well. He's been able to paint all 4 corners, but really good ride at the top of the zone. Hitters have to respect that. Very difficult pitch to hit.
On the ground to the left. And foul ball. And the righty deals. He delivers outside. Now a blooper back behind short. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Mets leave 1. They trail it here 4-0. On to the third inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman.
As he turns on the rubber with that good live arm delivers.
A lot of pitchers have caught on to how good he is hitting the first pitch. Smart to avoid the zone right there.
Left-hand batter waits. That one's in there. That's strike one. And another ball. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that's the strikeout looking. Fastball at the letters froze him for strike three. And up next for Los Angeles, Teoscar Hernandez. Went down on strikes his first time through. Pop foul out of play off to the right. One down, base is empty. That one catches the corner for a strike. And that's down and away. That one not close. And that's ball two. Wouldn't chase that time. One out, base is empty. Outside, and that is ball four.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy's just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
Runner on at first with one gone. And next for L.A., Gavin Lux. Sliced hard but foul. The pitch. Runner on the go. That one down the line. This looks like extra bases. And that rolls into the corner. Coming home. He will score. And the lead is up to 5.
Picks himself up at RBI. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Luis Severino out of the game. And as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. Paul Blackburn gets the call from the pen. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Blackburn.
Here's the catcher, Will Smith. Singled and scored his first time. That clips a corner. Man at second.
Ball inside.
Right through there for a strike. Next offering is down low.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a pitch. To the right side. Boots it. Throw to first. Gets him. Good job to stay with it there for the second out.
Up next for Boston, the third baseman, Matt
Muncy digs in. He's already homered here in this one. That one finds the corner. That's strike one. 2 outs. And down on strikes. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Dodgers with a run-scoring double, and the lead is now 5-0. Set for the bottom of the third. Now here is Francisco Alvarez.
Francisco Alvarez.
The pitch. Up the middle, Rojas. Whips it to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting ninth, the second baseman, Jose.
Here's the second baseman. It's amazing we get a chance to talk to a lot of opposing managers. This guy scares managers on the other team as much as anyone.
And he gets to fly beneath the radar with the other more recognizable names in this lineup.
The 1-0. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He'll circle the bases, and they're on the scoreboard. It's 5-1.
That gives them hope they can pull off this comeback. They just need a few more swings like that, and they're back in business. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
So the batting order turns over, and next for the Mets, Francisco Lindor. In the air, left field. Lindor retired. And there are 2 down.
The center fielder, number 9.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Brandon Nimmo. 0 for 1 so far. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. The Dodgers leading by 4 here in the last half of the third. Swing and a miss as he was late.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Oh and 2 now. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. He'll touch them all. Second home run of the inning for him. It's 5-2.
That fastball wasn't even in the zone, and he was still able to hit it out. Wow. That's just a great feeling as a hitter. You let the ball travel, tracked it pretty nicely. He's almost beat there, but he gets the bat head in time, and it's true enough to stay fair. I mean, that's a good feeling when you can hit an opposite field home run, and he did it right there.
And now it's Mark Vientos. And the pitch. He swings and fouls one off. Two down, nobody on. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's 5-2. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. On to the 4th, and now the center fielder, Tommy Edman.
Tommy Edman.
Blackburn back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Right-handed reliever. And that one lifted in the air center field. Nimmo makes the grab, one away.
The batter, number 11.
So digging in, Miguel Rojas. And he's already singled in this game. They tried to get him to chase on a slider, down and away. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Marte makes the play. That's out number 2. Back to the top of the lineup. And now here's the Dodgers designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
At the belt and fires. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. And a pitch. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Righty to the plate. And that skips in the dirt. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Dodgers go down quietly. They're still out in front 5-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Pete Alonso. The pitch. Swinging a foul straight back. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. That was blasted to the moon, and they cut into the lead. It's 5-3.
He just sent a jolt of electricity into this stadium with that swing. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Here's Jesse Winker. Doubled in his first AB. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
The Dodgers leading by 2. We're here at the bottom of the 4th. Pitch misses there, and 1-1. And another ball.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at-bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
That one misses. And now 3-1.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Downstairs, and it misses, ball 4.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Martinez swings through it for strike one.
0-1.
Winker gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Swung on, belted. Edman on a dead sprint, racing back. Gone! That's worth the price of admission. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 5-5. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. There was a fastball down the middle. I don't think the hitter recognized the pitch, but once he did, was quick enough to get it in play with some authority. He got that up and out of here.
Here's Starling Marte. Right through there for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Strike on the outside. 0-2.
And this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
The punch out there, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
Here's the power hitting catcher, Francisco Alvarez. There's a strike. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Next pitch is downstairs. Still only one out here in the inning. Next offering misses down and away. Popped up. Lux gets under it. And makes the grab. And there's two away.
Up next for the net, the second baseman, Jose.
Now it's the second baseman. He's already homered in this game. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Ball one there. And it drops in. Keeps the inning alive, and now Francisco Lindor to the plate.
You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. Fastball for a strike.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
This one lifted in the air, left field, and that'll fall for a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Couple of singles back to back. Just a blue hit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
And now Brandon Nimmo. First and second, 2 down. And that is cut on and missed. And it's 0-2. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Dustin May looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Next offering is downstairs.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
The pitch. That one misses. 2-2. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Two on, 2 outs. And another ball.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Two outs. Hit, could be extra bases. 1 run's in. Lindor headed for the plate. In to score from first. It's 7-5 now.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Jack Flaherty will depart, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. New pitcher on here, Dustin May.
And that's a big potential run out there at second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
So 2 down. Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. First pitch misses.
No
this
strike.
one in the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. The pitch. And
Ball,
that's off
inside.
the inside edge. And that's ball 3. Pete Alonso would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
Kicks and deals. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. Rip towards third. Throw is low, and he can't pick it.
Most of the time, first basemen make those picks in the dirt look pretty easy, but that was a tough one on his backhand side right there. He got his glove down and gave it a good effort, just couldn't get it to stick in the pocket. So, unfortunately, his teammate gets tagged with an error.
2 gone with runners at the corners. Pete Alonso now at the plate, 1 for 2. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 7-5. Major League Baseball is on the show. And we're back. Here's Mookie Betts now. Betts goes 5 feet 9 inches, 180 pounds. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. And a pitch. And there's the strike. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. Reed Garrett appears to be getting loose. Maton also getting ready. Smash to center, way back, and you can forget it. Home run. A gigantic blast. It's 7-6.
Mookie gets a lot of power into his swing, and this is just the latest example of it.
Let's break out the StatCast numbers. At Singy, it tells us this home run was projected at more than 450 feet.
Yeah, and not many players can hit home runs as far as this one. That's a special feeling, and I'm sure he was giggling a little bit as he was jogging around the bases. That was one heck of a swing he put on the baseball.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. Just missed. Want to know to Freddie Freeman.
Yeah.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Good eye in that spot. Nobody on, nobody out, and we're at the top of the fifth. Not close with that one. 3-2 now. Here comes a pitch. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Up the middle. Throws to first. One away here in the fifth.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
Now the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. He's 0 for 1. First pitch, not close. Wouldn't chase that time.
Well, they gave up the home run earlier in this inning, not pitching as aggressively here.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. That's to third. Zips it to first, and Hernandez is out.
Now back, second baseman, Gavin Lux.
Gavin Lux steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And first offering is fouled off. Righty delivers. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. And takes low for ball one.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
And here it comes. Fights it off. He'll see another. And the right-hander deals. Got him looking. That ends the frame. Solo shot for the Dodgers this inning. It's now a 7-6 ball game. Back after this on the show. back here at Citi Field, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Jesse Winker. The pitch. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Slap the other way, foul. And that one hit to first. He steps on the bag, and a quick out, number one.
The designated hitter, J.D. Martinez.
J.D. Martinez stands in. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And that's outside.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 2-1. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. And puts the squeeze on that one. 2 up, 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Marte lays off down low as he digs in for the third time. And the righty deals. That one out to right. Betts settles underneath it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here is Will Smith.
The catcher, Will Smith.
And a pitch. And fouled off. The pitch. Fouled off. He was late. The 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. And he deals. That missed by a lot. And a count 1-2. And just misses with that one.
Well, as a pitcher, when you make a big pitch down around the knees and don't get the call, it'll eat at you out there. So some handle it a little bit better than others. And right here, clearly letting the ump hear it a little bit.
Hammered on the line, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
Here comes Max Muncy. And that's in for a strike. Now the 0-1. Swings through that.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Line drive. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. Heading for the plate. Throw cut off to third. In there. He's safe. So because of the injury, a replacement needed at third. On to pinch run for the Dodgers. Kike Hernandez. Go ahead run on base. Tommy Edman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that's outside. Ball 1. Right through there for a strike. The 1-1. And another ball.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
The count 2-1. Fought off foul. With the go-ahead run at third, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Swings and misses, struck him out. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Now it's going to be Miguel Rojas. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Hernandez stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. And that one fouled off.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Righty to the plate. And catches the corner.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Kicks and fires. That one lifted to left. As this one sized up. Squeezes it. Runner tagging and heading for home. He'll score on the sac fly. 8-7. They take the lead.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Here's Shohei Ohtani. There's a strike.
0-1's the count.
That's inside.
0-1.
Two outs. That one missed.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
2-2. And they'll do it again. And the pitch. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. A solo shot. And they add a run. It's 9-7. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Such an incredible swing right there on that breaking ball away. Did an incredible job of keeping the hands back, letting it travel. And boy, he just hammered that.
Taking over on the mound for the Mets, Reed Garrett.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Two outs, nobody on. Here's Mookie now, 1 for 3. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. Turns and fires to Betts. Swing and a ball popped up. On the move. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. 3 runs for them here, and they move ahead. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Dodgers 9 and the Mets 7. Now into the game, Enrique Hernandez. He's the new third baseman.
Number 8, TK.
And stepping in for New York, Francisco Alvarez.
The catcher, Francisco Alvarez.
The pitch. On the ground right side. Throws to first in time. 1 away, bottom of the 6th.
Now batting, second baseman, Jose.
Here's the second baseman. Clips the outside corner, and that's strike 1. And there's a ball. Good eye right there. Next offering is in for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Pulled down the line. This one hammered, but it's foul. That one off the mark, and the count's full. On the ground to third, and it finds its way through for a hit.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
So the lineup flips over. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. Just missed.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
May delivers. Runner takes off. Strike in there. Throw. Save. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
That clips the corner. One out and a runner at second. And misses inside.
Talk about the right guy at the right spot. They really need a rally, and this guy is someone you can believe in to find a way to get on base.
Man at second. Stays alive. That one just misses. Three-two. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. Right-hander kick steals. That one 95 to finish him off. So up next for New York, Brandon Nimmo.
A chance for more damage right here. A couple of RBIs for him in his last AB.
This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog. Not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
And strike two. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Daniel Hudson looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Phillips warming up as well. Runner at second, two down. Nimmo lifts one in the air deep to right field. That's back there. And that one is gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and we're starting over. It's 9-9. And their fifth home run of the game.
Some things in this sport are contagious, Boog, and right now for this team, clearly it's the long ball. The hard sinker can be a pretty tough pitch because of the late life and movement, but somehow he got the barrel to that pitch, stayed through it. Really nice job of staying on the backside until it was time to transfer that weight, and a really nice home run.
Next to hit, Mark Vientos.
Ball one.
And the first pitch misses for ball one. Right-handed reliever. That's off the mark, and it's 2-0. Two down, nobody on. And that clips the inside corner. That one ripped right center field. Betts ranging back. And that is gone. They go back to back, and they jump out front. It's 10-9.
Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Blake Trinan. He's into the game with the bases empty.
Number 49, Blake Trinan.
So 2 away with nobody on. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. That's in there. Strike 1. The pitch. Not even close there. And the count even 1-1. That one missing inside. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. At the belt and fires. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And downstairs. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And this is now a 10-9 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman. He had a big swing for these guys way back in the first inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here.
And here it comes. Way outside, and it's 1-0. Looking to get the tying run on base.
2 balls, no
and that one cutting but missing down low. Wouldn't chase that time. Action in the Mets bullpen. Jose Butto up and loosening in the pen. Raley, a left-hander, also throwing. And a pitch. That one finds the zone. And now 3 balls and a strike. Freeman will take his base.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
No outs. Runner at first. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Teoscar Hernandez.
Ball 1, no strike.
In the dirt, blocked. Not in time. He's safe. Freeman into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
No, Boog, not exactly making him earn it right now with the walk and now a wild pitch. He's going to need to find a way to refocus out there, get back in the strike zone before this unravels on him.
With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. The next pitch misses. 2-0. Hard hit left side. Lindor on to first. And Hernandez is out.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Now it's the second baseman, Gavin Lux. Breaking ball through there for a strike.
Oh,
Trying to hold a one-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Coming home. Fires to the plate. Safe.
Well, he gets it done in a big spot to get the run across. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Next up, the Dodgers catcher, Will Smith. Right through there for a strike. One away. Tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. That clips the zone, and the count is 0-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Here comes a pitch.
Ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
In the dirt, runner holds tight as the count moves to 2-2. And a pitch. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And a go-ahead run into scoring position. 1 away.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
Here's Kike Hernandez. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. One out. The go-ahead run is at second. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. Talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
2 on, 1 out. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And the right-hander deals. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. I'll tell you, this home crowd will be fired up. They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
So first and second with 2 outs. Tommy Edman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Wouldn't chase that time. Next offering is in for a strike.
1-1.
And another ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Lux, the lead runner at second. Smith at first, 2 out of the inning. Ground ball, Alonso. He'll do it himself. They limit the damage here. But the RBI single pushes across a run. And it's now a 10-10 tie. Back here in Queens, bottom of the inning, and stepping in for New York, Jesse Winker. The pitch. That's a little bit low. That's in for a strike at 95, and the count 1-1. The pitch. That one finds the zone. 1-2. And the righty deals. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Now it's J.D. Martinez.
He's a big, strong guy. Can untie this game with one swing.
There's a strike. And that's downstairs and outside. Fouled off down the right side. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. 2 away.
You had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
And now here is Starling Marte. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead. And the Mets jump in front. It's 11-10. One pitch, one swing, one home run.
Yeah, you could say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
And next for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
Well, on the mound, this is a spot where he's got to treat this as a clean inning. Forget about the home run. Forget about now being behind on the scoreboard. Start fresh and get those hitters back up to the plate as quickly as possible.
That's way outside. And the count is 1-1.
Hey, partner, how's your scorecard looking right now?
Little dicey, kind of hieroglyphics style at the moment. You know what it's like, Singy? Remember our trip to London, Yankees and Red Sox in 2019? I think there were 50 runs scored in the 2 games combined. My scorecard was ugly for that series. Hammer, base hit, and that extends the inning.
Yeah, pretty ridiculous. And you use like 5 different colors of pens, so like it's just a mosaic over there.
Yeah, I mean, I know you're always judging the different pens. Like, you know, I got the skinny scoring pen, and then I have the red, and then the black, and then I got a highlighter. So there is a lot going on. And stepping in is the speedy number 11. He blasted one out earlier in the 3rd.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
Just off the inside edge. One run across in the frame so far. Here, the bottom of the 7th. In the air to left center. Edman snags it on the run. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast. 8th inning coming up. You're dialed into the show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jose Butto.
These are
Now
the
pitching
spots
for the
relievers
Mets,
really make a name for
number
themselves,
7,
late and
okay.
close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Miguel Rojas steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Miguel Rojas.
The wind of the pitch. That one hit the knees for a strike. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets, Edwin Diaz, the closer, getting cranked up for a possible save opportunity. Ottavino getting cranked up as well. Kicks and deals. That misses the zone. 1-1. Just missed. That one misses. 3-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Righty delivers. This one pulled down the line. It's hammered. This one hooking. It's got a chance. Foul. That one misses. So a leadoff walk. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Back to the top of the order now. Now it's the DH, Shohei Ohtani. Not your prototypical leadoff guy. Gets on base, yes, but also some power. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Kiermaier on the go. Pitch misses. Throw there. Safe. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. So the tying run at second popped up. And they get Ohtani for the out. And there's one away.
Now batting, right fielder, Mookie Betts.
And now it's Mookie Betts.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him. As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
And ball 1. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Righty to the plate. Got him! Now 2 away. And now the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
If you're trying to keep the line moving, this is the guy you want at the plate. Such a good hitter. Can also flash some power.
And that one clips the corner.
That was just paint on the first pitch fastball.
Ripped, but it curls foul. Holding on to a one-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Here's the 0-2.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Wouldn't chase that time. Left-hand batter waits. Outside low. And the count's full. Teoscar Hernandez would be next. Big bat with a potentially huge opportunity. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Brusdar Graterol. So coming into the game now on defense, Chris Taylor. He's in at shortstop.
Chris.
Back to the top of the Mets order. Here's Francisco Lindor. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. The pitch. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have range and close.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Fair ball. Oh, the throw is over his head, and he's going to get to second with nobody out. So a man aboard. Now the number 2 hitter, Brandon Nimmo. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Got him. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Vientos, batting with one down, takes a strike.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
That catches the outside corner. No balls, 2 strikes. And as well, lots of pop in that bat. So you combine the slug with really good defense. Foul ball, still 0-2. Lindor, the runner at second with one away. That one not close. 1-2 to count. on the ground. And that one handled. Throws to first in time.
Now batting, first baseman, Pete Alonso.
And here's the first baseman, Pete Alonso. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. Drifts towards it. Reaching into the dugout, he makes the catch. Mets strand one. Still, though, they lead it 11-10.
Pitching for the New York Mets, number 39, Edwin Diaz.
We go to the ninth. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Teoscar Hernandez. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. And he deals. Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
0-2 now. Got him swinging.
Well, I definitely say that's a statement strikeout right there. You come out of the bullpen, go right after the hitters, and 3 pitches later, you got one out. Tell you what, if you're in the dugout, you're looking at each other and saying, he's going to be tough to get to today.
He's 2 outs away. Gavin Lux steps to the plate for the Dodgers and immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the ninth. Late swing, foul to the left.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
One down, base is empty. In the air, right field. Pretty well struck. That's back. Out of here. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And we have a tie ball game. It's 11-11. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location. That's a tremendous swing.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Will Smith, the next to hit. Fastball in for a strike.
0-1.
It's 0-1. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Action in the Mets bullpen. Phil Maton, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Off the mark there. 2-1.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
In there at the knees. And the count is even, 2-2.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Got him swinging for the K. Slider got him for strike 3.
Just indecisive in that at-bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Here's Kike Hernandez. His first at-bat was a strikeout. That's in there, and it's 0-1. 2 outs. And there's a strike. Going to count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. That one misses. Full count now. Tommy Edman waiting to bat for the Dodgers. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Edman in the box now. Takes strike 1.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Bottom 9, and stepping in for New York, Jesse Winker. The right-hander back to work. And a swing and a miss. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Michael Kopech looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. The 0-1. Inside, just missed.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
That one missed. High fly ball down the left field line. Way back there. Gone. Ball game. That one's got to feel good, and they will walk it off.
Hitting a walk-off homer is the kind of thing you dream about growing up. You're in the backyard, you're creating the most pressure-packed scenario, and what do? You come through with the big swing. Well, he was living a childhood moment right there. Nice swing of the bat, nice win for the team.
And a final score, 12-11. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Starting the ball game, 4 hours and 1 minute. tonight's paid attendance at Citi Field, 41,922. The Mets thank you for your continued support and remind you to please get home safely.